When talking about change, most people think that it has to be this wild, big, overwhelming thing. But most transformations happen in the little daily moments when you decide to choose differently. And in today's podcast episode, I'm going to give you 8 different tools that have absolutely transformed my life and that you can apply daily to completely transform your life. And we're going to be talking about everything from how to stop binge eating, how to make massive progress when it comes to you reaching your big, outrageous goals, and also just how you can feel really freaking good on the inside every single day. And in case you're watching this episode on YouTube or Spotify, you may see that I have a little bit of a different background today, and that's because I'm in Joshua Tree. I was invited by Casa del Rio to come stay at their Airbnb for 3 days. And the reason I got this opportunity has to do with one of the points that we are going to be diving into today. But firstly, I want to talk to you about binge eating, because this is something that so many women inside of my Dream Life Society, inside of my app community deal with. And I know so many people all around the world use food as a coping mechanism because they are feeling certain emotions on the inside that they don't know how to take care of. And because they just want this quick, easy, fast fix, they grab food because that will make them feel good in that moment. And I have shared this specific tool before. But before I do that, if this is something you're struggling with, I highly recommend Alan Carr's book, Easy Way to Quit Emotional Eating. It is so powerful, and every single person that I've recommended it to, it has made such a big shift in their mindset towards their relationship with food. But for you listening to this podcast episode that just wants a quick tool that you can use the next time you're about to have the urge to eat anything and everything from inside of your cupboard, and it's 9 p.m. at night, and you know that you've been eating more than enough for the day for you to feel satiated and good and wake up refreshed tomorrow morning. Or maybe it's in the afternoon and you just want some chocolate, but you also know that the chocolate isn't aligned with your long-term goals, and you had made a commitment to yourself that the sweet treats you want to lower a little bit because you have a sugar addiction or whatever. The commitment that you've made to yourself, the thing that you feel is in true alignment with how you actually want to nurture your body, how you want to eat, how you want your nutrition to look like for you to feel and perform and have the most incredible energy every single day. When that urge hits, I want you to do this. You catch the thought, I want a treat, let's say. You grab your phone and you set a 90-second timer. And the reason for that is there's been studies proven that in that 90-second window, you can breathe through this initial urge to grab the food and actually check in with yourself and understand whether or not you really crave this food and this is something you want, or whether it's you trying to escape some emotion that you don't know how to deal with. Maybe you were stressed at work and now it's finally time to relax, or maybe you were dealing with a challenging relationship and that makes you feel sad or stressed or emotionally unsettled on the inside. In that 90-second window, that craving loses the power over you. And instead of reacting, you can make a conscious choice. And there is nothing wrong with you grabbing chocolate in the afternoon if that's what you want. But I want it to be a conscious choice that you make because this is something you feel you want in that moment, rather than a reaction to something that you're feeling on the inside that you want a quick fix on. Give it a try. Seriously, it works. The second thing that I have spoken so much about on this podcast and that I just wanted to share with you today is create a clear future you vision. I have a bunch of visualization meditations inside of my app, inside of my Dream Life Society that you can go through. I also have all of my journals that really help you create this future dream life of yours, the future you that you deep down desire to become. And what that does when we create a clear visual of what it is that we want for our lives to look like is that we can stop living on autopilot and little by little, by connecting to that highest future version of ourselves, make the choices that are aligned with that version of ourselves. We can catch ourselves whenever we're making those little choices that actually aren't aligned with the version of ourselves that we want to become. So if you every single day meditate and connect to that future version of yourself, whenever you go about your life, you can snap out of whatever subconscious habits, patterns, thoughts, and snap into that future version of you because you've created in your journaling a clear understanding of what that is. And you also have meditated and actually experienced that future version of you now. And I so believe and also know, because every single person inside of my community who actually applies this, they little by little, step into that future version of themselves. And that's what I've done this year. And it's wild. It's mind-blowing how it works. It's beautiful. Create a vision board too, if you feel called to, because that holds massive power as well. Like I used to dream about getting invited by an Airbnb like this to come stay for a couple of days and create content. And here I am. 10-year ago me would be just in awe over the life I've created. And the reason I've been able to do that is because I've kept making these practices a part of my life that I'm sharing with you today. So moving on to number 3. I want you to create a statement. It can be a weekly statement. It can be a monthly statement. I want to share that my statement for November is the greatest month of my life. November is the greatest month of my life. November is the greatest month of my life. And let me tell you, I don't have anything crazy planned for November. Actually, the opposite. I mean, this is pretty freaking incredible, this stay that I am here in Joshua Tree. But other than that, I don't have anything outside of my normal day-to-day life that would make this month incredible. But by me stating that November is going to be the greatest month of my life, I'm going to be looking for all the miracles that are going to show up. Things that normally would just be like, oh, that was nice. I'm now going to look at it as a sign that November is the greatest month of my life. And I think it's just so powerful because so many times in my life and also every single person inside of my community, it's like when we claim these statements, the wildest, most magnificent things occur. Maybe you think I'm a freak for saying this, but just give it a try because it is mind-blowing what can come as a result of claiming a statement. Like how I, when I first wanted to get in shape, said to myself, I am a badass athlete. I freaking became a badass athlete. I became it. I don't know what your goal is right now, but whatever you want to focus on this week, this month, create a statement that you repeat to yourself. I would say at least 3 times a day, but if you can do 10, freaking go for it. The more you can state it and claim it, the more it is going to become a part of your identity. Oh, it's good. The 4th tool that I want to share with you today is a little bit in alignment with the other ones, but I want you to claim massive goals. Maybe you have been playing small. Maybe you have been not willing to dare to dream bigger, and that is okay. But today I want you to really reflect on, if I could do anything, what would I want to do? Create a massive goal. And if you don't know, I had a community member on last week's call. She was new in our community and she's inspired by everyone dreaming so big and making all these things happen. But she's like, I've never created these dreams. Like, I don't even know where to start, but I'm going to keep playing around with it. I'm going to do the journal and like dive deep into what do I actually want? And I think it's worth just creating a list of all the things that could be really cool, all the things you could be curious about, all the people that you are inspired by. And why is it that you're inspired by them? Is it because they have certain qualities, they have certain skills, they've created certain things in their life? Why is it that you're inspired by them? Create a list of all the different things that could feel fun, that could spark something within you. And then once you have that list of maybe it's 100 things, choose one. Just start with choosing one. And that might be a big goal, but the actual thing that I wanted to share with you as this 4th thing that you can do to really completely transform your life is that once you have that big goal, because maybe you already know what your big goal is, but it feels overwhelming, it feels like too much. I want you to break it down into the smallest sizes pieces. I want you to take the massive, outrageous goal and break it down to what would need to happen every year. Now, what would that look like for every single month of this next 6 months or 12 months? Now, what would that look like on a weekly basis? And what would that look like on a daily basis? What are the day-to-day daily tasks I would need to do to make this outrageous goal happen? And you may not know every single step of the way right now, but you're going to learn and grow as you move towards it. But you can take that one little action step every single day that will get you a little bit closer, or that will give you a little bit more of that experience that you need in order to make that massive goal happen. You can take little daily habits, goals, action steps to move you closer to that big, outrageous goal. And I promise you, not only are you going to move closer to that goal, but it's going to fill you with so much light and excitement and joy every single day, because when we humans are growing, we feel more happy. And so if you feel low right now, you feel like something's missing, I dare you to commit to a goal and do this. Break it down into bit-sized pieces. And every single day, just do one little thing. One little thing. And then you can adjust the plan every Sunday or every month to see what's working, what's not working, what needs adjustment, and just go all in. Make it happen. Stick to the plan. Now, if you want to join my community, I realize I've mentioned it a lot. I'll put the link down below. You can join the membership, or you can join the current challenge that's going on right now, where we literally make our wildest dreams happen. There's workouts, meal plans, all my different recipes, all of my different journaling challenges, all of my different meditations. We have weekly calls, we have daily chats, motivation, accountability. It's freaking powerful and awesome. So if you do feel like, oh my God, I want to take my life to the next level, we are in there, we're doing it, and you can become a part of it if you feel called to. Now, the fifth tool, the fifth thing that I would love for you to do is something I've mentioned on a recent podcast, but I needed to mention it again, is track something. Maybe you want to build more muscle. Track your protein, track your workouts. Maybe you want to lose weight. Track your food. Maybe you want to have a better financial situation. Track your income, your expenses, track your money. Maybe you want to build a social media following. Track how many videos you're posting, the engagement. Why is this working? Why is it not working? If you want to move more, track your steps. And going back to the building muscle and losing weight, maybe you want to get a scale to track your body recompositioning. I have a partnership with Hume, in case anyone, like, this isn't sponsored, but if you do want a Hume scale that tracks your muscle mass and body fat percentage and weight, then you can use my code Pernilla and get, I believe they have a Black Friday sale going, so you can get up to 50%. That's just like a random little note in case someone wants to use that, because I know a lot of people in my community have gotten that scale and seen massive results from actually being able to track their body fat and muscle mass rather than just their body weight, because the body weight can really fluctuate and doesn't really tell us how much progress we're making when it comes to building muscle and losing fat. So track something. What is an area of your life that you want to improve on? Maybe it is that you want to be more efficient. You want to be more productive. Track your time. Write down every single thing that you do in a day. Like literally a full week where every day you're writing from this time to this time, I got ready in the morning. From this time I showered. Then this time I got my coffee and breakfast. And then this time to this time is when I actually did work. But this time to this time I started scrolling on my phone. So like track every single moment of every day so that you can actually figure out where you could turn the needle and become a little bit more productive, where you could actually make massive progress if you were to just make slight little changes. Maybe you want to sleep more. You're sleep deficient. If you track your sleep, I believe that the focus on it will help you improve your sleep. That's something I've done this year, and it has been amazing. Like, I sleep so much more now, and it feels freaking incredible. I also believe it's because my stress levels have lowered intentionally. It's been a very intentional thing for me, and I've been tracking my sleep with my Whoop, and it has been freaking powerful for my entire life. Like, if we're sleep deprived, everything feels harder. If we have gotten our sleep, everything feels so much better. So, track something is tool number 5. The 6th tool is something that we use inside of my community, and I've mentioned it so many times, and I'm going to keep this one short because it is to tell yourself, just stick to the plan. Just stick to the plan. Create a plan and just stick to the plan. The only reason that you're not succeeding is because your brain, who wants to stay comfortable, who doesn't want to do the hard thing, will continuously make up excuses and reasons why you don't need to do the thing that you planned and promised yourself that you were going to do. And just speaking about confidence, if you want to build confidence, like true confidence, belief in yourself that you can do the things that you promised yourself that you were going to do in any area of your life, you got to keep the promises you make to yourself. And the mantra, just stick to the plan, is going to help you do that. I want you to take this and run with it. Create the plan and stick to the plan. You don't feel like doing the workout? Just stick to the plan. You don't want to stop eating at 7:30 p.m. because you want to sleep better and not munchy at night, but you promised yourself that you would? Just stick to the plan. Just stick to the plan. The 7th tool does not come as a surprise to anyone inside of this podcast listener group, because it is a 5-minute ritual daily where you sit down with yourself, you write down your goals, you write down the things that you're grateful for, and you just tune in with yourself. You just check in with yourself. How are you doing? What do you need? What is the thing that you should do today to move you towards your goals, to take better care of yourself, to resolve any conflict, any challenges that you've been going through? Just a 5-minute check-in. You have 5 minutes. I mean, if you scroll at night, or you watch Netflix at night, or whatever it is that you do at night, get to bed. 30 minutes earlier would be amazing, and put your phone out of the bedroom and go to sleep a little earlier and set your alarm to give yourself just 5 minutes of you time. It will change your entire day. Do it. And now the 8th thing that I would love for you to do, that I think will have such a massive impact in your life, at least it has for me, is once a week do one fun thing. One thing that, once you've done it, it makes you feel so good. I have been trying to get back into dancing, and one time a week, I've said to my life coach, I'm going to go dance. Now, it's not going to happen every week, but I'm going to set the intention to try every single week to make it to that dance class. Because the dance class isn't top of my priority is why it doesn't happen every week. But for the most part, it does, and it needs to happen every week because I don't typically feel like going dancing before the class, but afterwards I feel so lit up. That lit upness, that energy, that spark, that joy, that freedom, that playful, fun, kid-like mood that I get into after a dance class is going to be with me for the many days to come. So I want to ask you, what's one thing that you could do weekly that would feel fun? Is it joining a drawing class? Is it going on a hike? Is it spending time with that best friend that you stopped spending time with because now life has taken over and you just don't make the time for it anymore? You feel like you don't have the time for it. How could you just for 1 hour a week make more time for something that is going to spark some fun inside of your body? I hope you enjoyed today's podcast episode. If you want to check out this Casa del Rio, I will put the link down in the notes, and I will also put the links to join my Transformation Challenge community, my membership, if you want to join us in leveling up, because you deserve to. You deserve to feel good. You deserve to move towards your goals. And it's just tiny little daily actions that can help you move closer to the person and the life that you want to live. I'm so grateful that you're here with me. If you find it useful, please share it with a friend. Click that subscribe button wherever you're listening, because that helps me as a podcast to grow. And you grow as well, hopefully, because of the little tips and nudges, hopefully, that I share that hopefully are going to improve your life in some way. Even if you just like to listen to me while you're on your drive or cleaning your house or whatever you're doing. I am so grateful that you're here. I hope you go out there and have a beautiful day. And as always, remember that in order for you to grow, you have to challenge your norm.